All right, so let's practice converting between metric units. In this first one, we're going to take 254 centimeters and convert it to nanometers. So we want to start with 254 centimeters. We're going to go from centimeters to nanometers. Now, you can memorize how many different conversions there are, or you can do just the ones that we talked about. So first we would go from centimeters to millimeters, then to micrometers, and then to nanometers. So, from centimeters to millimeters, whatever unit is on the top up here, we're going to bring down so that they cancel. So centimeters to millimeters. The bigger unit always gets the 1. Centi is bigger than milli, so centi is going to get 1. And there are 10 millimeters in 1 centimeter. Then we would do another conversion from millimeter to micrometer. Milli's bigger. Micro, there's 1,000. And then one more step. From micro to nano. Well, micro is bigger. Notice how every single time the bigger one was on the bottom. That's because we're going from a larger unit to a smaller unit. And then there's 1,000 nano in 1 micro. Well, if we look at our units, we have centi on the top and bottom, so they're going to cancel. We have milli on the top and bottom, so they're going to cancel. And we have micro on the top and bottom, so they're going to cancel. We're going to be left with just nanometers as our unit. Well, mathematically, you're taking 254 and you're multiplying it by 10, by 1,000, and by another 1,000. So you would get 254, and then 7 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 nanometers. Now that's a really, really big number, so let's put it in scientific notation. When we put it in scientific notation, the decimal goes between the 2 and the 5. Those are our only significant figures. None of those zeros are significant. Times 10 to the something. Well, we move the decimal over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Move it over 9 places, and then nanometers. And then box or circle your final answer to make it clear what you want me to grade. Let's look at another example. 8026 milligrams to megagrams. So 8,026 milli to mega. Well, we're going to go milligrams to grams, then to kilograms, and then to megagrams. Well, milli comes down so that it'll cancel. Now this time we're going to have grams on the top. Grams are bigger than milligrams because we're going from a smaller unit to a larger unit. So grams is going to get the 1. Notice the difference between this problem and the last one. 1 is going to be on the top for every single one of these. And then 1,000 goes on the bottom. The next step, grams comes down. Kilograms goes on the top. Kilo is bigger than the base unit, gram, so 1,000 on the bottom. And then one final step from kilogram to megagram. Well, mega is bigger, and there's 1,000 kilo in 1 mega. Milli is going to cancel. Grams are going to cancel. Kilograms are going to cancel, and we're going to be left with megagrams. Well, when you type this in your calculator, you get something that looks like this. 8.026 e negative 6. Well, that's the calculator saying, like, this e means times 10 to the. So you need to take that back out and say that's scientific notation. So you would have to write 8.026 times 10 to the negative 6 megagrams. You need to show me that you know that that e means times 10 to the. One more example. 4500 decimal point, centimeters cubed to liters. So, 4,500, there's a decimal, that makes those zeros significant, centimeters cubed. Well, we're going to do a conversion. Alright, so remember before how I said that a centimeter cubed is the same as a milliliter. So our first step is going to show that. Well, they're the exact same thing, so it's 1 to 1. That's just showing that centimeters cubed are the same thing as milliliters. Now we can go from milliliters to liters. And that's just one step because they're just 1,000 apart. Liters are bigger, so they're going to get the 1. There's 1,000 milli in 1 liter, and then we're done. Centimeters cubed cancel, milliliters cancel, and we're left with liters. So you're just taking 4,500 and dividing by 1,000. So you get 4.500 liters. You need to include those zeros because they are significant because of this decimal point here, right? The more you practice with this, the more you'll really start to memorize those metric prefix relationships. And the more you practice with it, the better you're going to get.